Hey everyone. Sorry, my ring light is in the back of me. And this is where I still got to get this off, y'all. My baby girl drew on my wall. So I still got to get that off. But um, I'm not going to stay on here too long. But I had wanted to do the live chat. But I had wanted to come on here and tell you guys about hold on, let me move this light so it won't be all in my grill. There's a little bit better. But I had wanted to come on here and tell you guys outage that is going on right now. Hey, Nick. So, I was able to use my food stamp card today, but I didn't go into the store. I had ordered through Walmart delivery. Um, so that could be why. But I was able to use it through Walmart delivery. But I know the outage is still affecting many across the US. I am in Indiana. So, like I said, I'm not gonna stay on here too long. I'm gonna kind of do like the everything you need to know about what's going on with the outage, and then also like what steps that you should take. Um, and I'm gonna try to keep everything brief for people who want to watch the replay. Um, for people who want to watch the replay, they can get all the important information. So I have my phone right here, and I am going to go on the website. And so for like I said, I'm in Indiana, so let me see if I can go to the actual. Let's see. Let me go back. Okay, so I'm in Indiana, so a lot of the information will say like Hoosier or something like that. But like I said, this is affecting all millions of people around the entire U.S. And so I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it. So the outage was supposed to be from Saturday night until Sunday morning, the September 27th. So it says, why is there going to be an EBT system outage? I want to go through the frequently asked questions. Works electronic benefit transfer or EBT card will be EBT system will be conducting a transition on Saturday night, September 26th at 11 p.m., causing a temporary system outage. Hoosier Works is a system Indiana uses to deliver supplemental SNAP TANF benefits. And so this outage affects all card holders, SNAP and TANF. So for you guys who don't know what TANF is welfare cash onto your card. And so like I said, it's like what I'm reading on our site says Hoosier, but whatever your state calls you guys, like whatever is on your card, it's affecting all EBT systems. And so it says the current provider is JP Morgan Chase. And they have decided to get out of business of providing EBT services. Therefore, like here in Indiana, they had to move to Xerox, and probably Xerox is going to be who covers. So JP Morgan Chase Bank was the provider who provided the EBT, the food stamps, through their banking system. They no longer want to be in business with the EBT system. And so it was a transition to switch everybody over from using that to now using Xerox. Hey, little to you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, lovely. It said, will my benefits change? No, your benefits will not change. All SNAP and TANF benefits will remain the same. Another question is, will I be getting a new EBT card? No, you will not be getting a new EBT card. SNAP and TANF clients will continue to use their current EBT cards after the transition. Will my PIN for my EBT will remain the same for all EBT card holders? Will the system transition change? Sorry, you guys. I was trying to look for my earbuds because I know like it goes in and out. Let me see. And I hate that like when I stream from my laptop, it goes in and out. I absolutely hate that. So let me see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. So, and also guys, like I'm streaming live, but we have to remember that nothing is really live. Um oh, no problem, Loyal Angel. No problem. So, you're very welcome. So, you guys have to remember that nothing is really live. And so, you know, the power to buffer because I'm talking about assistive matter when it comes to government assistance and the outage and all of that stuff. So it's a lot of, other content creators or YouTubers that like are spreading fear. And so, they have to kind of keep control of that as much as possible, especially when you live stream it. And so if you guys buffer it, a lot is mainly that because of the topic that I'm speaking on right now. Okay, good. So let's see. It says another question is, will the system transition change where I can use my card? The system transition will not change where your card can be used. After the transition is complete, TANF recipients will be able to withdraw cash at the ATMs with the Quest logo. If the ATM charges it by the ATM before being deducted. So if you receive welfare right now, TANF, it goes everything goes onto the EBT card. And so with the cash assistance welfare, you can go to ATM and withdraw it out, or you can like purchase something at a register to get cash back. But during the transition, like you will not be able to do that. And so, like I said, this was supposed to be until the 27th. And so for everybody whose card is back active, that's awesome. But for people who card is still, in transition, this information is for them as well. And then also, if somebody comes next year, like, was it an outage? Why was it an outage? Like, I just want to be able to have this, kind of up here for like everything you need to know about the food stamp outage of more than food stamps, TANF as well. And then I'll get into what else service was affected as well. And it says, will the customer service website change? Yes, the customer service website did change. It will be www.ebt.acs hyphen inc.com. But however, the telephone number that's on the back of your EBT card, like that number is going to stay the same. So I don't like to look up their benefits or anything like that. But for the people who do, like, you can replay that little part back, or I'll say it again. It's www.ebt.acs inc.com, but you can still use that 877-768-5098 number to call in and to check your benefits. Also, what was affected was WIC. So you guys know I have toddlers, so I do receive WIC. WIC's outage was longer. WIC's outage was to the 28th, which was yesterday. um the morning. So you was not able to use your WIC from the 26th through the 28th. So I mean, gratefully for me, I don't have infants, like I have toddlers. But for the people who have infants, they were not able to use through the 28th. And for people who don't know what WIC is women, infant, and children. It's basically like a supplemental. They give you it's electronic, and you get certain amount of foods that's kind of in our food pyramid in the US. So I know I have people who watch me from the UK and different things like that who don't receive WIC. Well, in the US, like, we have something called a food pyramid. And if you are a family that's below a certain amount of income, which the income limit can be really high, like I think it's like 40,000 or something for my household size, annually, and you could still receive WIC. So for the people who that is affecting, it says they have the little outage update saying you will not be able to buy food or formula with your e-WIC card. So you was not able to buy any food. You was not able to buy any formula. You will not be able to call the phone number on the back. So just like the EBT card, the WIC card as well has a telephone number. During that time, you was not able to call it. Now, it is the 29th. Your WIC should be back working. But just in case that is not, because you might be in a different state, this is, like I said, my information for my state, but different states still may be on different on different dates as well. Because I don't know if they would transition everybody at one time. It might will have caused a glitch. So different states, have different times. You would not be able to use your WIC app or to scan items. It's a WIC app I have it on my phone. So this is my Indiana WIC app. And so you just go onto the app, and like, this is how you check your benefits and all of that. And I was about to say, is it working? Let me see. Let me try to log in, because it just said you wasn't able to log in. But let me see if they are allowing logins. Okay, so right there it says, hello, Christian. I could check my benefits. I could check any appointments I have. They have a scan button right here where you can like scan the item to see if it's WIC approved. They have like a store option. You can see who accepts WIC. And so this is like all This is the WIC app. And so you can keep up on your benefit. Not be able to use the WIC app, you cannot call the WIC number or anything of that nature. So, like I said, let me see if there is any other states being affected right now. Give me 1 second. Uh, I just wanted to look up something really fast. Okay. And so it still reports is still down in a lot of places. And so it's still reporting that it's a lot of places. Uh you're welcome, little Suyu. You're welcome. So it's still an outage in a lot of places nationwide that's affected millions of people. Um and it said it was due to a vendor outage. And so from just that, it said they're going to they're transferring everybody over into the new system. But if we're basically in a trial and error. And so you don't know how the system is going to work until you get everybody transferred over. And so now it's a vendor outage. Now it's an outage of Xerox or whatever other company not being probably able to hold the capacity of everybody. Excuse me. So a lot of states are still receiving the experience of outage. A lot of people here maybe experience an outage. Like I said, I just haven't went into a store to use mine. I did do Walmart delivery, and it was no problem with Walmart delivery. So if you guys are having, yes, they need to take care of it ASAP. So if you guys are having issues with getting something in the store, maybe you should try doing a delivery service, because your card is still active. It's still able to read that you got benefits and all of that stuff on there. It's just the system is messed up. And so you may be able to still purchase groceries online. And, then they'll just take the benefits off once the system comes back together. And the thing was, like, I get all emails, like, when it comes to CCDF, which is the child care development fund, like for your kids to go to daycare. I get all of those emails. I get like all of my WIC emails and text messages, but EBT did not send any warning. I actually did not know EBT was going to be affected. Otherwise, I would have came on here and said something a few days ago. I'm looking for my WIC, but WIC, they have literally been texting me. Um, they have been texting like nonstop. And so that's the text message for WIC. Sorry, y'all, my phone is broke. But that's the text messages for WIC. And WIC has been texting me since the beginning of this month, saying that basically it's going, like, you won't be able to use your benefit. August 15th for WIC, benefits will not be available August 26th, August 27th, or August 28th. You will not be able to buy food or formula with your eWIC card. So, and sorry, y'all, my sinuses. So let me adjust myself. I'll be right back. Yes. So that is all the information that I have right now. If anything else comes in, like I definitely will um keep you guys updated. If it's any more like states that are just not transitioning, like I said, right now it's a vendor outage. And so the transition happened, but now uh the vendors are having an outage. And most likely everybody got switched to the Xerox system. Um, what else would I want to say? Okay, so steps to take, knowing that this is a possibility that there might be continuing problems. So what should you do knowing that it's going to be continuous problems, because they're like the system has to get used to, like I said, everybody on the new system. And so if you guys watch my channel, like you know that I talk about prepping, I talk about stockpiling. I'm always like at the grocery store. Okay, you're in Illinois, so you was affected too. If you received government assistance like food stamps or TANF, Jeanette, then your food stamps was also enabled on the 26th through the 27th, but a lot of people are still having issues because there is a outage. So yeah, so you receive EBT. So to reset the room for anybody new that's coming in. Uh, the EBT, which is the electronic benefit transactions or transfers, something like that, they went onto a new system. So all of the money was being managed by good morning. All of the money was being managed by Chase Bank, JP Morgan Chase, which is Chase Bank. They were basically the holders of the money. They were the holders of the money, and the people who distributed the funds onto our benefits. They no longer want to be in business with the EBT system. They no longer want to be, have anything to do with the food stamps, the TANF, the anything like that. And so they decided to get out of business with the EBT set. They did find a new vendor, which is Xerox. So they had to switch everybody who is a recipient of WIC, food stamps, which is SNAP, or TANF, which was welfare, like your cash benefits. They had to switch everybody over to the Xerox system. And so the outage for TANF and SNAP was supposed to be basically 24 hours, the 26th through the 27th. The outage for WIC was supposed to be from the 26th through the 28th. And everybody's benefits were supposed to be back, being able to be used. Well, a lot of states are having a issue with a vendor outage. So now that everybody is transferred, the vendor is having an outage, probably with the capacity. And so now that outage that was just supposed to be 24 hours or 72 hours have it's still people that can't use their card. It's still people who, they can't call the number on the back of the card. Like, it's just not working. And so it's not an issue that you don't have available funds on your card. Like if it said declined or something when you get up to the register, but it's a vendor outage issue. And so with that, like, if you want to like purchase a piece of gum or just like something small and go to the checkout service line, I would do that first to make sure that your card is active and working before you like do a whole grocery shopping and you get up to the register and now you can't buy none of the food. Um Also, like I was saying before, when it was a formula, well, it's still a formula. it's still a extra formula. Like you could come and get the formula. I have extra formula. Like, my baby only uses 2 cans. I got 4 here. I get some more when I find some more. Okay, your WIC benefits, you were not able to purchase formula or any WIC foods. And so now you gave formula a way to help others, but you always have to take care of home first. So when that was going on, I had went on live and I was talking about the baby shortage problem, and it's still up on my channel, so where you'll see like the uh background with the formula, and I was speaking about that. My suggestion was for mothers of infants to stop giving away extra formula because there's still a shortage, and now it was an formula if you found it. And so we have to be mindful right now that it is a crucial time in the US. So when it comes to us being in a recession, but also having inflation, but also now dealing with outages. There's, Texas is dealing with flooding, and they like telling people basically grab a bag and, like grab what you can grab because you probably going to have to be evacuated. Like it's so much stuff going on in the world right now, and so it's not being selfish, it's not being cold-hearted, but you have to make sure that you take care of home first. And so what to do now moving forward. You guys see, like I said, I go to the grocery store. I always talk about prepping and different things like that. I haven't talked about it too much because do it's stuff that I do all the time, but I just really have to be mindful that I don't want to invoke fear in anybody. I don't want to constantly be talking about doomsday. And sometimes when you talk about prepping, national disasters, recessions, just anything that's gonna put a vulnerable state on your wellness of life, it can bring a lot of trolls. It can bring a lot of people who are, mentally, their mental health is not at where it should be. And so maybe they into conspiracy theories and like they scared to leave their home and somebody watching them and like all of that stuff just due to mental health. And so with that, like I had to kind of diversify my channels so I could get the right group and the right honestly talk about the world coming to an end, if y'all get me. But I always talk about prepping and buying more. And so even when I go grocery shopping, y'all might see me buy, 5, 6 things of turkey bacon. Y'all might see me grab a whole bunch of loaf of bread. And it's like, why are you buying this extra food? Just nice. Hope is always first. Thank you. Thank you. Can help others. Yes, I'm a prepper too. We are headed for a Great Depression, worse than the first one. Stock up. Exactly. So I definitely believe that we are headed to some type of Great Depression, and I believe that it's going to be worse. I feel like because the mindset of people is not the mindset of people that was, the 80-year-olds and all of that depression was. Like they were already used to farming. They were already used to carpentry and learning how to just do a lot of handiwork. And basically they grew up surviving. They grew up like being able to milk a cow, make their own heavy cream. Like they grew up more self-sufficient. Here in 2022, we have vacuum cleaners that vacuum for us. We have brooms that sweep the whole floor for us. We have mops that mop for us. We have smart houses where we don't even have to get up and open the curtains. Like by one click of a button on your phone, your curtain can open. And so I believe it's going to be worse because of the mindset. So what you want, girl? And so that's why I think it's going to be worse. Sorry, my baby girl, she daycare is closed for vacation, so she's home with me. And so that's why I think it's going to be worse because people ain't trying to lift no finger. Like people really don't know how to cook from scratch. People, everything is DoorDash or Uber Eats. Uh, and it's just going to cause like the inflation and the cost is rising and it's causing people to not be able to afford to dine out a lot and different things like that. And so it's forcing people to have to get in the kitchen and learn how to cook, sweep their own floors, all of that because services are going up higher as well. And so I definitely when you go to the grocery store, if you like, not even if you receive food stamps with your own money, like pick up one extra item. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Sorry, y'all. I had to get myself together. So, and I'm not gonna stay on here too long just for people who watch the replay. But like I said, what to do next is to pick up an extra item. Start stocking up your deep freezer. Start stocking up your pantry. I would say start stocking up your pantry first before there might be this weather is crazy right now and there might be a power outage or something like that, and all of the stuff that's in your deep freezer is going to go to waste. So I would say stock up your pantry first. Jeanette says 95% of people are not stocking up and getting prepared. Those snowflakes won't make it. They walk around like there's nothing happening. So yeah, so a lot of people are like, I have money, I know how to make money, so it's not going to affect me. Like when the time come or when I see it, then I'll believe it. And it's like money can't buy food if there's no food in the store. Money can't buy a lot of different things. Remember if y'all ever watched what was it 2012, I paid for a spot. Hey, homestead your way out. I haven't seen you in a while. So he's like, I paid for a spot, on the on the ship or whatever because it's a flood. The world was gonna come to an end. Basically, um, it's like a Noah's Ark remake up to date. And they like, here go your money. Like it don't matter that you paid. And he for that seat, like he paid millions and millions of dollars. And so the country had, and so they already had been preparing these ships. They had already been preparing, the capacity of people and all of that, and they had already been selling tickets. And the everyday person did not even know because the tickets was so, outrageously priced that it was only like the wealthy or people who they felt like was geniuses or something they wanted to bring to like the new life, the new world, was able to get seats. And so everybody else, didn't even know until it was already happening. And so as people, we have to look at just the trajectory of things And then we also have to say in advance, like like I said, WIC, they told me this month, but to get millions and millions of people transferred to a whole different system, and for JP Morgan to say that they're not going to, be in service for the electronic, the EBT system anymore. How long do you think that they gave in advance to get out of their contract? How long do you think that the government has been working to find a new vendor? How long do you think they had a date of when they were transitioning everybody over? Like, just to do this just this month, like, to they found a vendor, they like all of this stuff just this month. Do you think, like, to switch for a whole bank to get out of service and millions of people, do you think they just told the government this month? No, they probably have been doing for the last 3 years. That's just like, when you purchasing land or something like that, that stuff be in the works. We see buildings pop up and all, redevelopment of like our neighborhood and stuff pop up, and buses systems get put in and different things like that. New transit. Do you think they just like thought about that last month and said, I'm gonna do it? No, like, they're not gonna be impulsive like that. But we did not know. And so even WIC, like, giving me 30 days, like this month to know, but EBT didn't give anything notice. The notice was, your stuff is out. Your the notice was people going to swipe their cards and saying, I can't use my card. I did not receive anything in the mail. And y'all already know, like, the food stamp office, what I call it, the Family and Social Service Administration office, like, the amount of mail they send you is ridiculous. You literally get something in the mail every single day. And then if you got multiple people in your household, you get the same letter copied for even the kids. Like, every single thing, they send you something in the mail. It's just so much. I'm like, as many trees as they didn't kill to keep on sending me this paperwork. Like, they could have been doing. They could have been raising my benefits, saving some of this money with these trees and printer paper, and giving me some more benefits in the mail. I didn't receive anything in my email. I didn't receive any text messages or anything from Snap or TANF. I don't receive TANF, but I receive Snap. And so we have to be mindful of just, even, the virus. We knew it was a lockdown the next day. But it had happened. It had started in 2019. We didn't know anything until what, February, March of 2020. And when we found out, it was stay in your house, and that's like, it was no warning. And so you have to constantly be prepared when you are receiving some type of benefits, when you are low income, when living paycheck to paycheck. Like, you have to be able to prepare as much as possible. You have to be. I'm prepared on food, but like, I need generators. I need, a lot of stuff like that, because this weather has been crazy. They're doing a lot of construction work, like, on our streets in the city, and my lights go out all the time. Like, we just be sitting there, and like, the lights will just start flickering and going out, and it's like an outage. Every once a month, it's some type of outage. And so with that, like, I know that I need to be prepared to buy generators, like, because I have all this food, but if I don't have no way to keep it frozen or keep it refrigerated, then it's gonna go bad. And so like I just stress everybody to constantly stay prepared, constantly like even when it comes to having your money in the bank, keep some money at home, in the backyard, and put you some money into your backyard. Like it don't matter that, oh, everything is secured or whatever, or is insured. Okay, if you want to keep the majority of your money in the bank, then that's fine. But some more of your money needs to be your, if something hit the fan and they say all banking systems is down, because that's something that can happen. Like it's a lot more people in the world, in the US. We are going super digital, and so it's a lot more people who has never had a bank card or getting bank cards. A lot of people who never had a computer or anything like that. Like they're getting into, they have to get into the digital world because we're being forced that way. And so with that is a lot of glitches, y'all. It's going to be a lot of glitches. So always keep you some, like, this is how much, like, until, like, if the banking system was down for a week, like, we would be good. It wouldn't be where I would have to go wait in lines or do anything like that because we don't have any money. And so with me, like, I have, ill children. So I might gotta go to CVS and grab medicine. I might have to, like, keep gas in my car, different things like that. You cannot keep, like, all of your money in the bank. Like, you cannot keep all of your money in the bank. I would suggest, I won't say what you can and can't do, because you can do whatever you want to do. Y'all grown. But I would suggest that you don't. I would suggest that you always make sure that you have some type of money, like, on hand. And, like, even if you don't even have it in your house because you like, okay, my house got break-ins or whatever, like, or my neighborhood is bad, like it's just a lot of stuff going on in my neighborhood, then keep cash, like, at a trustworthy family member's house or something like that, or keep it, go get you a storage that's just like a little box for $15 a month, and keep it there. So where they got 24-hour access, like, and you could keep somebody there and hide it in a bag or something like that. But, excuse me, you really have to, like, start thinking out the box. Start, like, not thinking that you have to prepare for doomsday and, like, hey, well, if it's meant for me to go, I'm gonna go, by the grace of God and all of that. Like, don't think of it like that. Just think of it like this is a 3 to 4 day outage without food. And so, am I the kind of person who goes shopping at the grocery store every single day for food stamps or SNAP? But I still go to the grocery store every single day because I don't like shopping big at one time. That's going to cause for some mindset change. That's going to cause for some, what if, just like now, the SNAP goes down, the EBT complete system goes down, which is WIC, TED, and SNAP. What would I do? Now, do I have to order food and do DoorDash or go get food? And that's not really what I wanted, especially if you got a household of five like me. Like, it's $40 minimum, for us just to have the basic food. So if I were to order a good meal for all of us, I'm paying $60 to $80 to get dinner for one night for a household of five. When I'm trying to DoorDash and all of that stuff, like even pizza, I need two to three pizzas. Like, I'm spending $60 just for 2 pizzas with the delivery charge. And so all of that is like, we definitely have to be mindful of. We definitely have to see that this is not a hoax. Yes, it's a lot of people saying like, "Oh, I told you it's gonna happen." Like, this is not to put fear in anybody, because I'm just not one of those people. I believe that everything is gonna work out for the good, but everything is gonna eventually work out for the good. But that bad that you're gonna have can get very, very bad. Like eventually, when you look back, you say, "Okay, I went through all of this, and it helped me to be this person. It helped me to get this. It helped me to learn this knowledge." But while you still had to endure that bad. You still had to endure that bad. And the bad can be very, very bad. It could be very, very ugly. It could be very where you feel like you were secure, like in your mental health, in your bank account, in government assistance. They got me. And then like everything at the blink of an eye can, vanish, because when you talk about somebody's livelihood, that's going to affect their mental health. And so how you pay your bills, to where you sleep at, how you can eat, all of that stuff is going to affect your mental health. And so I have been on here for 45 minutes. So I'm going to get off of here, like I said, for people who watch the replay. So yes, if you just joined us, please watch the replay of everything. But for everybody who is still experiencing the out online, like do a delivery service and see if that helps, if that works, because like they're able to like know that you took that amount, like basically like a debit card where it says pending transactions. Like most of the time online is able to do that. So I would try that option. And then if you do have, if your stuff is back active, and you were in line, like devastated by this, I would suggest moving forward, grab you two items. Say I'm gonna get my canned goods stocked. Like, no, you can't, you like nothing is done overnight, but like you either making progression, you're either making excuses or you making progression. That's like my quote that I always say. You either making excuses or you're making progression. And so if you keep on saying, I'm gonna get around to it, I'm gonna get around to it, when when you go to, that's not added no resistance to do that one thing. So yeah, so thank you all for tuning in. I might come back on here later just to chit chat about some other things, but I definitely wanted to come on here and talk about that. Bye.